There is a one world religion coming. I'm going to say it again. One world religion. It is coming where all religions are coming to agreement on believing they are all serving the same God, but just desire the respect of how they choose to serve that one God. And Christianity is a religion, and Christianity is also in this one world agreement to how they choose to serve the God that all the other religions are doing, except they would just serve him the way they choose to serve him. The Muslims will serve their uh, this one God how they want to, the same way they're doing now with their laws and stuff like that. No pork and all that other stuff. I don't know what else they do, but yeah, I just know the pork one. And the Hindus will do it however they do it. Chinese, whatever theirs is. I think isn't theirs Hindu as well? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Buddhists, all that, etc. All those religions, they're all going to be serving the same God, but just the way they want to. Christianity is a part of that. They have been teaching you for the longest time now that the law is done away with. Satan is the lawless one. If you read 2 Thessalonians, it says the coming of the lawless one. So of course, Satan is in the religion of Christianity. He promotes daily to teach his congregates, to teach the pastors, the preachers, that the law is done away with, that we don't have to follow the law. We can do whatever. All we need to do is believe in his son. Because the true Messiah in the Bible, he said another will come like me. Another one is going to come claiming to be him. This one is the lawless one. So they're a part of this one world religion as well. Because the way they're going to serve this one God, which is Satan, the lawless one, they serve him by however they choose to. They just go off of only faith. They don't got to keep no laws or anything. They just believe. They just believe in him, and they just keep on doing what they want. They live lawlessly and go to church on Sunday, give some money to the pastor, and think all their sins, their wickedness that they've done throughout the week is all cleaned up, it's cleansed. And that's the great deception. That's what people are falling with. It's truly sad, because this is the number one religion. Christianity has over, what was it, 3 billion people in it. And when we just only use scripture tells us that we're not supposed to add or take away from the word. The Most High says he does not change. And the Messiah even said that when Satan divides himself, I forgot how that went, so I'm not gonna go into that. What I was trying to say was that basically Christianity is a breaking down of many denominations, but yet they all claim to be Christian because they believe they serve the God of the Bible, but they don't, because they're taking away from Scripture. There's so many denominations, I can't even think of them all. Evangelical. Um, I really can't even think of many of them right now. There's just so many, but with all these denominations, they all have some type of disagreement to what the scripture says, and then they just take it out. You're not supposed to take anything out from the word. Read it for what it says, and that's it. But because Christianity has taught people, indoctrinated them since young, that we don't have to follow the laws, we just have to believe. People don't go to read the first 5 books. They don't read Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, especially Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. They don't read those because that's where the law is at. They think they're free from it, that they don't have to do it. But in order to, before the day of judgment comes, in order to prove to the Most High what God you're serving, because he has said, the God of the Bible, the God of the Hebrews, Yahuwah, he said the God of this world is Satan. When you choose to be lawless, which means simply not to follow the rules that Yahuwah has given us in those first 5 books, Genesis, Leviticus, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, those 5 books, which is called the Torah, when you choose not to follow his laws, you, whether you know it or not, are serving Satan. Lawlessness equals servitude to Satan. That's it. It's that simple. You are simply serving Satan when you choose not to follow any of the laws that the Most High has given us in his Bible, in his scripture, in his word. It's that plain and simple. So when that day of judgment comes and he tells you all your deeds, because everything's being recorded, everything's being written by the angels, all of our actions, our words, all of that, he's going to account it for us at the day of judgment. And he's going to show you that he never knew you. You could be saying out of your mouth 10,000 times a day how much you love God, how much you love doing this for him, doing that for him. Shoot, you could be giving to the poor every single day your whole life, but you never follow his laws. He never knew you, because the Messiah said the same thing. I think his disciples said that evil people do good too. Evil people do good things. Wicked men give to the poor from time, but it's not about that. The number one law is to serve Yahuwah with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And again, how do we serve him? Following his laws. So we try to follow his laws with all of our heart, all of our soul, all of our strength. And then the second is to love your neighbor as yourself. When you are following his laws and you understand his laws, loving your neighbor as yourself is going to be a cakewalk, because in those laws, it shows you how to love your neighbor, respect them, and all these things. It's in the 10 Commandments as well. It's that simple. To not commit adultery. That's loving your neighbor. Because if you love your neighbor, you would not sleep with their wife or their husband or their maid servant, their male servant. You would to not covet, to not steal. That is loving your neighbor. It's really that simple. So when Christianity loves barking, saying that they are loving their neighbor as themselves, they're lying, because there there's Christians out here still stealing. There's Christians out here still doing, I mean, like, again, they follow lawlessness. So when they talk about loving their neighbor as themselves, they're talking about Satan's lawlessness, his love. They're talking about Satan's love, which is, as long as you don't hurt no one, and we could just all love, all emotional, all that emotional garbage. That's all he's just teaching you guys, to be walking in your emotions, but yet the Messiah said for us to deny ourselves daily. Anyway, though, my take on all this is just letting you know that Christianity is false. They promote lawlessness. They are in this one world religion, and they're just waiting for their Messiah, the Antichrist, to come so that they can all serve him, take their mark on their forehead or on their right hand, and perish along with the dragon.